Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Ziki, and I do have some updates coming straight from South Africa. We already know the trending story of Operation Dudula and foreigners in South Africa. Unfortunately, today we saw the news of a man who was gunned down and others injured in Soweto after gunmen fired shots into a crowd. It is alleged that Operation Dudula, together with the residents of Pimville, merged to a nearby informal settlement called Chicken Farm because the residents of Pimville have been accusing residents of this informal settlement of stealing cables and doing illegal connections, or what they call is nyoka, okay? Hence disrupting power supplies in Pimville. So they decided to join Operation Dudula and merge into this informal settlement, and unfortunately they were fired at. Now, as soon after this incident happened, Nhlanhla took to social media and posted that they were being shot at by Zimbabweans and Soto nationals, okay? And this also raised a debate from people on social media asking, how did you know that there were Zimbabweans and Soto people when they were firing shots? Of course, we also know the hate that is there between, foreigners and South Africans, and in particular Operation Dudula. So a debate was going on social media. But right now, all we can say is rest in peace to the man who lost his life. And to those who are wounded, we say get well soon. Unfortunately, people lose their lives because of criminal elements in our societies. It doesn't matter whether it's a Zimbabwean, it's a Soto, it's a South African. A criminal is a criminal, and therefore they must be dealt with accordingly, okay? Now, we saw again earlier on, I shared with you about a prophecy that was given by one prophet, Melontek from Zimbabwe. He said that he had seen in a vision that a young man who is very popular and rising in popularity in South Africa, there are some people who were planning to assassinate him, either by gunshots or anything. So after this incident happened, the same prophet came to Facebook again to say, well, you see what I said when I shared the prophecy. South Africans attacked me saying that I was a fake pastor, but I was telling them something that was about to happen in South Africa, okay? But of course, when he said this prophecy in the first place, he did not say Nhlanhla, okay? He did not mention a name, but he just said a young man who is rising fast. So people insinuated that he was talking about Nhlanhla, okay? So this is another story again. Now, coming back here to the story of Komoso, on my screen there is actually the guy who lost his life, very young. It's rather unfortunate, okay, that we continue to lose young people, to criminal elements in our societies. I'm just going to read for you some of these disturbing comments from people. It's really sad that we have now come to a point that we celebrate death. When someone dies, we celebrate. I don't know, that hate that has now been planted inside our hearts is gone like very, very deep. Let me read for you. The first comment is saying, Ramaphosa is a president because of South African votes. Unless he knows that he is a president because of unless he knows that he's a president because of illegal foreigners, fake IDs, Ramaphosa, charity begins at home. Okay, this one is accusing their president of not doing, much in terms of dealing with illegal immigrants, okay? And this one says, as I always say, Operation Dudula is not safe without police. Government must support the operation. If they are not, let's fight. Let's start to fight right now, okay? Someone is saying, if government cannot protect us, let's fight, by ourselves, okay? And someone says, may what? This needs serious attention. Operation Dudula is the solution, okay? Now, this one is saying, it's time for us to retaliate and fight against these foreigners. Let's go and Dudula everybody. Okay, this one is also talking about, violence, you see. So when things like this happen, they can only point to one thing: more lives lost. More lives are going to be lost because of these kind of things. Because now there's so much hate among people, and there's no one talking of reconciliation and finding solutions. Okay, so on my screen there, this is the gentleman who lost his life. His name is Komoso. You know, a brother. Someone has lost a brother. If he was married, someone has lost a husband. If he had children, someone has lost children. If he was a worker, manpower has been lost, all because of criminal elements in our societies. Okay? It's rather unfortunate. So, like I said, I was reading for you some comments that were put there. All I can say is there's so much hate in the comment section. There's so much insensitivity in the comment section. Okay, there's so much going on, and there's so much violence. Okay, people inciting violence. People saying we're going to retaliate. We need to go and shoot them too. We need to start, carrying guns. We need to start carrying knives and knob carriers. In actual fact, we are not solving anything. We're actually making the situation worse. Okay, let these perpetrators be held accountable. The same thing with those people who killed Elvis Nyati. They are criminals and they need to be dealt with the same way this man lost his life. They are criminals. They need to be dealt with. Okay, so this is all I just wanted to share with you, my friends. And I had to share this story because it's very important that we bring out these things so that we see how hate can cause something very bad to happen among ourselves. Okay, but also I'm going to continue to share our episodes again later on. We still have about 4 more episodes that have already been recorded that I'm going to be sharing with you, my friends. But to Komoso, we say rest in peace, and to his family, may they be comforted at this very, very difficult time. Okay, an innocent man just shot and killed just like that. We can do better as people. Until then, please subscribe and stay so that you don't miss on this and more.